The first bout of the evening. One man has never been stopped in close to 50 fights. The other can fight in almost any weight class.
Joe Diesel Riggs is a heavy-handed striker who says that he could stand with anyone in the world. Riggs, a former heavyweight, is extremely strong and believes that it's only a matter of time until he rises to the top. After dropping from heavyweight to middleweight, Riggs now makes his welterweight debut.
The fight's going to be furious and fast. I mean, could be on the ground. I don't know what he's planning, but it's going to be quick and it's going to be nasty. So you guys expect fireworks.
Chris Lights Out Lytle is a well-rounded veteran with over 40 mixed martial arts fights on his record. While he is known as an excellent grappler, Lytle is also a professional boxer with a 13-1-1 record. Lytle has established a reputation for being extremely tough, and he has never been stopped in a fight.
I can win at any position. I can win on my feet. I can win on the ground. I can win by submission. I can win by decision. I can win by knockout. So if I fight to the best of my ability, it would depend on him. But I feel like, I'm going to win the fight.
Coming up next, Joe Diesel Riggs takes on Chris Lights Out Lytle.
UFC 55, about to get it on. And Joe, first to come in, is Diesel. Joe Riggs out of Phoenix, Arizona.
I mean, this guy's got an amazing story. He started off his fighting career at 300 pounds. He dropped down slowly to the heavyweight division, then to the light heavyweight division, the middleweight division, and now we see him tonight making his welterweight debut at 170 pounds. I mean, that is just incredible. Billy Rush, his trainer, believes that he's going to go into this fight at close to 200 pounds. I mean, which is really incredible. I mean, after sucking all that weight, I don't know how he does it, but he's in incredible shape. He's lost a lot of weight. He's got really heavy hands. I mean, devastating puncher. He walks around thinking he's a 300-pound guy, but really weighing 170 pounds now. We've seen him have mixed results in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. We saw him pound out Joe Dirksen, but then we saw him lose by triangle to Ivan Salivary. And, they say most great fighters learn more from their defeats than they do from their victories. So let's see what Joe Diesel has learned from this. I mean, you look at him right now, that's the best he's ever looked physically. I mean, he looks chiseled. This is a guy that used to be a 300-pound guy.
And to drive home the point that he has those heavy hands, he has been quoted as saying, "I have 2 bricks attached to my wrists." His opponent walking out through the tunnel at the moment, Chris Lights Out Lytle. He makes his home in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Chris Lights Out Lytle is a true mixed martial arts fighter. I mean, really well-rounded athlete. He is a professional boxer who's got excellent submissions. He's got submission victories over veterans like Ronald Junn. He's got beautiful submissions on the ground, but beautiful stand-up, standing up, good transition game. He's a veteran of, many fights in mixed martial arts in the UFC and other organizations. And he's actually a very good friend of Joe Riggs, which makes this a really interesting competition. I've seen these two guys train before on InsideFighting.com. There's a clip of them rolling together and working the mitts, and it's a very interesting battle on the ground. Chris Lytle seems to be the better submission artist, but Joe Riggs is physically the stronger, larger man. Very unique and interesting matchup here tonight.
Take a look at the tail of the tape. 23-year-old Joe Riggs stands 6'0", a couple inches higher than Chris Lytle, but their reach is almost identical, Joe. Let's send it to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to begin our first bout of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter who holds a mixed martial arts record of 25 wins with 6 losses. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Joe Diesel Riggs. And now introducing his opponent, standing across the octagon in the red corner. This man is a boxer and a jiu-jitsu fighter. He holds a mixed martial arts record of 29 wins with 11 losses and 4 draws. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, he weighed in at 170 pounds. fighting out of Indianapolis, Indiana, Chris Lights Out Lytle. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Big John McCarthy.
Let's go, let's get it out.
We begin the first of our fights here. 3 scheduled rounds, but both these fighters, Joe, would love to end it early, wouldn't they?
Absolutely, and both have very
here we
similar
go,
styles. Both very good boxers with very good submission backgrounds.
Let's get it on.
I'd give the edge in submission to Chris Lytle, the edge in power to Joe Riggs.
Well, you mentioned that fight that Joe Riggs had against Ivan Salivary earlier. He mentioned in his interviews that he just got too anxious in that fight.
Well, he made a mistake. He got caught with a kick from underneath. He got rocked a little, and Ivan is a crafty veteran, immediately secured a triangle for the tap out. Whoa! Kick and a miss. Lytle physically, right away, you can tell, is a much smaller man. I mean, Joe Riggs is enormous at 170 pounds.
Riggs weighed in at 170, but as
nice takedown, beautiful takedown by Chris Lytle, and beautiful pass. Very nice. Now, one thing he said about Joe Riggs when the two of them rolled together is that Joe Riggs is very good at getting out of submissions, understanding what Chris Lytle's trying to do to him, and avoiding that.
Lytle has passed the guard.
He is on top in side control right now. He's got head and arm control, and he's looking to do something here. Secure an arm, secure a choke. Riggs is looking to get his leg inside. He's got it. Now he's back to half guard. Better position for Riggs. Nope. Lytle got through it, shook it off. Now he's in side control again. Good control by Lytle. He stepped right into half guard. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Riggs up against the cage. And Lytle just tapping him on the side, letting him know he's there. Now the taps go to the head.
He's basically softening him up, just looking to get some sort of submission. He's looking to pass. Now he's in half guard. He's going to look to try to get his right leg out from in between Joe Riggs' two legs. Joe Riggs is in a slightly better defensive position right here because he's got, there he goes. Now he's in full guard. This is much better for Riggs. Lytle can throw some punches from here, but not much. Now we'll see if Riggs has any submissions off of his back. Yeah, Riggs is a heavy puncher. He can do some damage actually even from his back from here. Oh, he went for an omoplata. He rolled it over. He secured it. He wants to get a little tighter to Chris Lytle's body. Chris Lytle's outside. He can slip his arm out there. That's it right there. That's even better. That's better for Joe Riggs. Joe Riggs got to sit up. Dude, that's phenomenal technique by Joe Riggs. He's got a pass here. Now he's on top. Chris Lytle throwing punches from the bottom. Very nice technique by Joe Riggs.
Joe Riggs in guard right now, but Lytle squirmed out of one. Lytle has talked about how comfortable he is when he's in bad positions. He specifically targets his training that way.
I'm sure he probably targeted, or excuse me, trained to be fighting off of his back, considering he's fighting such a strong guy. He's a very well-rounded fighter, Chris Lytle. He's got excellent submissions.
Whoa. What a swing by Joe Riggs.
Joe Riggs in side control now. Stepping over.
Lytle able to get away from the force of that.
He's got his back. He's got one hook in. Nice, good job by Chris Lytle rolling out of that. He's very aware of what's going on. He's got one leg locked up here in half guard. It looked like he was looking to spin, try to get some sort of a leg lock or something, but right now he's just dealing with Joe Riggs' heavy hands.
An energetic and entertaining first round, almost 4 minutes in.
Joe's looking to push his leg out. He's in half guard right here. His left leg is stuck in between Chris's two legs. Now Chris is in full guard. He's using his knees to keep him away. Whoa, big right, big left hand by Joe Riggs.
Down again.
Another one. These are dangerous. He has such heavy hands. We saw him with, very experienced jiu-jitsu fighter Joe Dirksen, who just pounded him out like this from the guard.
It may very, very well be lights out for Chris Lytle.
Well, Chris Lytle's very tough. I mean, we've seen him dropped. He got dropped by Robbie Lawler, but actually literally applauded right after he got dropped. That was a crazy fight. He's got a great chin and great heart, and it's going to be real tough to take him out.
Riggs brings another one down.
Looping wide, crazy powerful shots by Joe Riggs.
Raining powerful blows from the sky in this last minute.
Joe Riggs just throwing brutal punches and elbows from the top. And Chris can't keep it. Chris's eye is swelling up very badly, his right eye. Probably from one of those elbows. I mean, those are incredible, powerful punches.
Round one ends, Joe, but what force by Joe Riggs. Clearly in command of that first round.
Chris Lytle took a lot of punishment in that round, and he looks very wobbly headed back to his corner.
Taking a look at Chris Lytle, and you are right. He barely can stand up.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's look at some of these huge bombs. I mean, that one is right on the chin. He's got nowhere to go. I mean, just look at the distance those punches are traveling, and Chris's head is pinned to the canvas here. Here's another one. Bang! I mean, wide, powerful punches by Joe Riggs. Just wild caveman punches.
Scissors right here.
Joe Riggs letting them fly, but coming up, we have Forrest Griffin and Elvis Sinosic, the light heavyweight matchup between two men who both want the victory here at the Mohegan Sun.
Wow, Chris Lytle's eye is swelling up very badly.
Round number two, ready to begin. Joe Riggs has said, I can't lose this fight. I'm desperate for a win. I won't lose. There are no other options.
Touch glove, show respect at the beginning of the second round. Nice right hand by Lytle. Big swing and a takedown by Joe Riggs. I was talking to former heavyweight champion Tim Sylvia this morning, and Tim Sylvia was just commenting on how ridiculously strong Joe Riggs is, about how he gets Joe Riggs in side control, and most fighters, when he gets in side control, he says he can just hold him down. I mean, Tim's an enormous guy, you know, 6'8", 265 pounds. Nice reversal by Chris Lytle, but he says that Joe Riggs, he can't hold down. Now let's see if Chris Lytle can hold him down. That was a beautiful reversal by Chris Lytle.
Lytle, an impressive record, 29-11-4 in MMA. A boxer as well.
Yeah, he has several professional boxing fights under his belt. He's a really well-rounded fighter.
Lytle said he originally just got into boxing, Joe, to help out his MMA, but now with the success that he's had, he's not too sure. He might devote a little more time to it.
Well, there's a lot of money in boxing, but the money in MMA is slowly starting to rise. I think eventually it's going to swallow boxing up.
Absolutely. The era of MMA has just dawned, and it will only get bigger. Chris Lytle doing his part to keep Riggs on his back, but look, the blood's starting to pour.
Yeah, he's got a cut on his forehead. Big John's going to step in and get a doctor to look at it.
Come on, get up.
Joe Riggs covered in Chris Lytle's blood.
Yeah, that's a
Come
bad
with me.
cut.
Put your head up.
Chris is wobbling too. It's hard to tell. Whoa, they're stopping the fight. Wow.
That's it.
That's surprisingly quick.
Big John McCarthy has stopped it. It is lights out for Chris Lytle.
Sort of a bittersweet victory. I mean, it's a stoppage by cut when he was on his back. And Chris Lytle was in control of him. I'm sure he didn't want it to end this way.
No, man, that was
You
great.
hear him say, I'm sorry.
Let's take a look at the replay and see the left elbow that causes this cut. Joe Riggs dangerous from his back. Bang, right there.
One of the things that makes mixed martial arts so accessible to so many fans.
That is a
Never can
nasty
tell.
cut. Wow, that is a deep, nasty cut. Let's take a look at the takedown here. Another look at the replay. Some more damage by Joe Riggs. He throws a big left hand, swings, and immediately shoots for the takedown. Gets the trip, bang. And here's the reversal by Chris Lytle. Lytle showing excellent sweeps, uses the butterfly, gets the double underhooks, puts Joe Riggs on his back, but unfortunately for him, did not stop that elbow, got cut, and the fight is over. Let's take one more look at that elbow that caused the cut that stopped the fight. Joe Riggs off his back, holds on to Chris's head, bang, as soon as Chris comes in. Beautiful technique by Joe Riggs.
Absolutely, Riggs just using the force of Lytle coming down with the combination of his elbow going up. And as he said, it's not the way he wanted it to happen, but let's send it inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer, for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the doctor's advice, referee John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of round number 2. For the winner by TKO, Joe Diesel Riggs.
And Riggs said expect fireworks, and he delivered. Let's send it into Joe.
All right, I'm here with Joe Diesel Riggs. Joe, congratulations. Now, Joe, I know that you and Chris are good friends. How difficult was it facing a good friend in the Octagon?
Believe it or not, it was pretty damn hard. If anybody here has met Chris, he's the greatest guy in the world, man. It was pretty hard. It was real hard. And plus, he's a tough fighter.
Very tough fighter. Let's take a look at the elbow that stopped the fight. Did you see this coming? Did you plan this out?
I was planning on it because I kept pushing his head away. I was planning on catching him with an elbow, but he had a good defense earlier, but damn. Got him right there. I thought he was out, but he regained. The guy's a tough motherfucker. You know, damn. I mean, I don't know.
Now, Joe, I mean, you've gone through an incredible metamorphosis. From 300 pounds down to 170 now. Do you feel comfortable at this weight? Do you think you're going to stay here?
I am. I can't make the weight without Billy Rush. It's impossible. But with Billy's help, I can make any weight. And I plan to stay here, yeah.
Well, incredible victory, great bombs, really exciting fight, and we really look forward to seeing what you're going to do at welterweight.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Jeremy Horn, Rich Franklin, Tim Sylvia, all the guys in Cincinnati, George, and Phoenix, Arizona. I'm coming home a winner, baby. I love you guys.
Joe Diesel Riggs, ladies and gentlemen.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Jason, Andy, Mom. I love you guys.